Another event. Who stood out at the Clash of the Titans?
Yeah, this thing was loaded. It was pretty much a national showcase between uh, Under Armour, Adidas, and Puma sponsored programs. Now, people don't know Puma has a Pro-16 circuit similar to, like I said, the Adidas 3SSB, the Under Armour Association, and Nike EYBL. So that's there. It's a Pro-16, and you had a lot of those teams come to Baltimore, and they duked it out. And you got to see some heavyweight matchups like New World 3SSB, the resident area, Adidas flagship program for the senior class 17 and under. They battle Team Thrill, which is the Under Armour flagship, program, so to speak. Man, that was a hell of a game, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But like I said, there are always guys that just rise to the occasion, man. And I always try to highlight those guys because with the talent on hand, the coaching, playing about 3 games in 2 days and stuff, and the intensity and the hype in that gym, it could cause a lot of players to shrink. And but others, they thrive off of it, and that's what separates players as you move up levels. But we're gonna start with Aiden Algebright. He played for New World 3 SSB, 6-foot point guard. He's a 3-level scoring floor general. What that means is he scores first to set up his playmaking. Whereas most coaches like their traditional point guard, hey, set the table first, then get to it. Nah, he's a score first guy, but he can also facilitate. Very smart and crafty. Understands how to get to his spots and make it happen. Whether it's him scoring or finding other guys, man. And to be that small and that dangerous, scoring the ball is a sight to see. He's not a otherworldly athlete either, man. So he has to use his feel and IQ to navigate things, especially when he's coming off pick and roll. And when he gets his shots, he got to make it count. Because the athleticism also in the gym was sick. You know what I'm saying? Like Team Thrill had 6'2" guards that was going between their legs dunking their warm-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like they did. That's probably the most athletic team in the area. But I'll get to that later. But yeah, Algebright definitely, came to play and did his thing. Next up is John Barton. He plays for New World Hoop Group 17s. They're the team under the 3SSB, but they're still 17s or whatever. 6'3", power guard with the all-around impact. He can run point. He can get over to the 2, score, post you up on the block. Like he posting up 6'5" and above 4s and going to work on them because he's so stocky and strong. He's athletic. He defends 94 feet. He facilitate. When he rebounds, dudes bounce off of him and hit the ground. Grown man out there already, just natural. One of them just bully dudes, man. But he's skilled as well and has a high IQ, leadership, and all that. Just a total package, man. And, I love watching his game. We'll see a lot more of him. This summer I'm gonna keep that on the wraps, but it'll make sense in a few months. But you know what I mean. He has the tools, man. I feel like he can help a lot of D1 programs right now, just to be honest, man, because of what he already brings. Like, there's no adjustment for him physically. So all he got to do is learn the system, and he get right to it. And the thing that's best about him is he makes winning plays. He makes good decisions with the ball and makes winning plays, taking charges, blocking shots, dig downs to strip the ball and all that. He just makes heady plays, man, to help you win. And he does the little things that a lot of players, especially his age, ignore. And that's what makes him stand out and makes him special. Next up is Asher Elson from the New York Gauchos, 6'10" wing, literally 6'10", not one of those. He really 6'6", and they try to bump him up to 6'10", literally 6'10". He's a Brandon Ingram clone. It was sick watching him play because that's exactly how Brandon Ingram looked when I first saw him at Hoop Hall back when he was a junior. He was just known as a regional prospect, and he took his Kingston team up to Hoop Hall and did his thing. He torched everybody up there, man. Then after that, Duke golfers and all that, and the rest is history. He in the league doing his thing, all-star and all that stuff like that. But same game, man. 3-level scorer, handle the rock, facilitate, understands how to play. Athletic as well, extremely mobile. Thing I loved about him, when he didn't just stay on, the post area guard and front court players. He was at the top of the defense. And he got down low, sat in the chair, and was staying with 6 foot and below point guards with that size and that wingspan. If he maintains that, where he can pretty much be a 1 through 5 defender, with what he can do offensively, it gets very scary. All he need to do is add some weight. I think he look like he like a $180, $190, somewhere in that range. He can get that. He's going into his senior year. He just picked up an offer from Syracuse. If he can bulk up and get about 205 before college, and then his freshman year, get that thing up to 215 with his skill set and everything, I won't be shocked if he elevates to a lottery pick type level. He has the tools to do that. Next up is Nigel Harris, New World, who Group 17's 6-foot point guard. He just made sound decisions and hit big shot after big shot. They battle. Like I just said, they're the team under the New World 3 SSB. So they seem like it's the B team in a sense. But they played the Gauchos, which is the Adidas main team, and they lost to them by 1. That tells you how talented and well coached the New World Hoop Group team is. And Nigel Harris, he was a big reason why they almost put off the big upset, man, because he was hitting big shot. He was facilitating. They was trying to pressure him with, the Elsons and other guards and all that. He handled the pressure well, used the screens well. And when he came off the screens and those guys were a step behind trying to close out or hedge out to contest, he was automatic. Mid-range threes, it did not matter. And then he did a good job of facilitating, just keep running the team. And that's why they were able to keep the game close. And they had a chance to win, man. They did, but, Gauchos made the tough shot. And then they were unable to convert as time ran out, man. But hell of a game from him, man. He could definitely help some programs, man. I don't know if the D1s will look at him because of the transfer portal thing, but I can see he definitely could be a fit in the CIAA D2 programs and whatnot, man. He can play, man. When he's under control and he's being decisive and he's not overthinking it, just makes plays. He's an impactful point guard. Next up is Marcus Jackson, Team Thrill. Like I said, Under Armour Association 17s, the main team 6'9", super athlete, like dunk contest level athlete, 360 windmills, everything, man. And he uses that athleticism on both ends, and he has one hell of a motor. Defensively, rim protector, guards anybody, elite rebounder. And then on offense, he's obviously a lob threat, loves to get out in transition and dunk and finish. But he also has some wing tools as well, some wing skills, man. He can bring the ball up, set up the offense, understands how to move without the ball and get to his spots where he's most effective, man. So the only thing with him is just add in a consistent jumper with range. And, once he does that with the athleticism that he has, the sky's the limit, man, because he already has NBA, obviously 6'9", and NBA size and athleticism already. It's just a matter of rounding out, his understanding, his feel, and his overall skill for the game. Next up is his teammate, Chance Mallory, 5'10" point guard, one of the top point guards in the area. To me, he's another Jalen Brunson on the way. Same build, even light skin like him, crafty with the ball, tough as hell, man. For him to be that damn small, and he's stocky, like I said, he bullies bigger 6'3", 6'4" guards on the regular, but he's still shifty. He's smart. He can knock down shots from 3-point range, mid range. He has all the floaters and runners, and when he gets in the basket, or he can elevate and take the contact and finish inside, and then he can run the team. You know what I mean? He's just a total package, man. It was a joy to see him. Been hearing his name a lot, over the last year and a half and whatnot. And he impressed me right away. Like, as soon as I walked in the gym, as soon as I opened the tip, he got right to it. I was like, yeah, he's for real. You know what I mean? So he has offers from numerous schools. I expect him to make a lot of noise as well as he moves to the next level. Next up is Grant Pope, New World, 3 SSB, 17, about 6'6", 6'7", deadly sniper, automatic shooter, D-range shooter, and he's efficient and is a smart player. Look, if he gets any daylight, it's automatic, man. And he's the reason why they battle Team Thrill to the very end as well. And then he understands how, if you try to run him off the 3-point line, he understands how to get to his spots, either hit the mid-range and get to the basket or move the ball to an open shooter. So they can be a threat as well to score. So with his shooting ability and his size and his understanding of the game, You know, I know many D1 schools will be trying to get his services, man, you know, fairly soon. Next up was probably the best overall prospect at the event, and he's probably one of the best prospects in the area, definitely nationally, period. Eric Reebing plays for Team Museum. They play on the Puma Pro-16 circuit. 7 foot, 230-pound center, super skilled, fairly athletic, strong center with 3-point range. He's a good rim protector. He has over 35 Division I offers currently, with more on the way. He's just a special talent, man. He jumps out at you right away to be 7 foot, be that mobile, and then be 230 already in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally you get that weight added on when you get to college. He's already ready to go, and that's why he has pretty much any offer he wants on the table, man. He can post up, he can run the floor. Seeing him bring the ball up, initiate the offense. You know, 1 dribble pull up, 2 dribble pull up, super skill, man. There's nothing he really can't do. And it's just a matter of him finding the right fit where he could really explore his entire game and not just be relegated to, hey, just be the traditional big. You know, I hate when coaches do that, man. You know, let them play their games. That's why you sign them. That's why you went after them. You know what I mean? Now, you may emphasize going to a certain part of the game to win a particular game. I get that. But when you limit them in some ways, man, I just feel like you dimming that, you know, they're light and they work hard to get that good. But yeah, he has a chance, man. He definitely has a chance at playing 82 with the skill and the toughness and the athleticism that he has. It's just a matter of just building on what he already has. And it's not hard to see him not playing 82 games one day. He's that talented. But, you know, you got to keep working. You know how it goes. Next up is Chris Richards, New World Hoop Group 17s. 6'5". He's a 6'5" wing, but I think he's best at point guard. You know what I'm saying? He's a versatile big point guard, streaky shooter with range. But when he's locked in, when he's hitting shots, they come in bunches. And he can score, he can hit shots spotting up, he can hit shots on the move, coming off screens, which is very impressive because a lot of high school players don't even know how to move without the ball, let alone be consistent coming off screens and hitting shots. But he does that. He's also a capable defender. You know, he can guard 1 through 3, and you know he can get to the paint. With him, it's just being confident at all times and understand that you know he can dominate, and you know get his whenever he wants to. He's just keeping his confidence up the part. When his confidence up, you know he's a hell of a player. Next up is Omar Smith, Team Thrill 17s. You know, Under Armour Association's tough, physical, dynamic floor journal, who's lethal, breaking down opponents off the mounts, obviously, and in transition. He's a feisty defender and a high-level competitor. You know, him in the backcourt with Mallory is just a problem because you got to, you know, I mean, it's 2 tough-ass guards, but you're getting 2 different versions of what a guard can be. And he's more of the all-around aspect and stuff, and he doesn't mind kind of sitting back, letting Mallory be the bucket getter, but don't sleep. When you sleep, it's usually him coming down the lane and putting you in the basket, man. So that's a dynamic backcourt. They definitely one of the top backcourts in the area on the AAU scene. So, you know, he's getting his fair share of offers as well, man. I love what I saw out of him, man. Would love to see him some more, especially the way he gets after it defensively. I mean, like he take it to heart if you make it past half court on. Like, he was getting mad. Like he was ready to punch on me. You know what I'm saying? Like dog, you don't dribble on me, man. Like he take it personal, and that's an edge that you don't see anymore. So that's gonna take him far for sure. Next up is Brandon Stores Jr. Plays for New York Gauchos, 6'5", about 215, 220. Grown man out there, man. It was fun seeing him and John Barton from New World Hoop Group battle. They played each other. Georgia Tech commit, so that tells you about his potential. He got a lot of Bonzi Wells in this game, which is ironic because Bonzi Wells is on staff, meaning he's 6'5". He has like the strength of a forward and build of a forward, but he has a guard skill set. It was nothing to see him get the ball off the boards, steals, deflections, whatever, take it coach dribble through the entire defense and score. And when he goes, he don't even have to go up the layup. When he goes, he don't have to go up the dunk. When he goes up the layup and guys were trying to rotate over and block him, they were bouncing off of him. That's how strong he is. But he's athletic. He can handle the rock. He's very skilled. Mid-range shooter, can shoot the 3. can finish inside, strong defender as well, man. So I'm excited to see what he does in the ACC, man, because he's going to be a matchup problem because he's going to be too athletic, too skillful bigs, and the guards, he's just going to bully them. So just a matter of him getting acclimated in Damon Stoudemire's system, and then he should be able to do work. And last but not least, Alex Tuomo plays for DC Premier, 6'7" kid, smooth two-way wing that can score from all three levels, defend 1 through 4, and plays above the rim. The only knock I had with him, man, he's too unselfish at times. Man, he's super talented. And if he was more aggressive, he would just flat out dominate everybody. He's that good. But I think he just plays within the system. He plays within the team concept, which I understand. But sometimes, man, I wish you just understand, like, bro, can't nobody do nothing with you. Go dominate. And I've seen him get mad in spurts, and he'll usually reel off about 8 to 10 points, blocking shots on one end, and then 8 to 10 points in a row, in that spurt. So that tells you when he gets locked in, he's pissed. It's in him. It's just a matter of somebody bringing that out when he gets to the next level all the time and more consistently. He does that, man. The sky's the limit for that kid.
All right. Y'all don't forget, get over to finestmag.com and also follow finestmag on IG and on Twitter. Just like last event, Cardell had little breakdowns inside the captions. So more and more insight. And you can always come back to watch this here on our channel. That said, we're going to move to